Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't talk much last week because I forgot. I got excited, I forgot I was filming. Glad I remembered to say anything at all. This week, not going to be able to talk very much because I've almost completely lost my voice and can barely talk at all. There are a few things I need to say before we get started though. I got a couple new feeders this week. This is the flat type where they climb up through the middle and get the syrup all around here. I got this one here, just the bucket type. You fill it up, flip it over, and the air pressure will keep the fluid in here supposed to. We'll see how both of those work. I've got another one like this ordered, but the Amazon man ain't got here yet, so I've only got one of the two. One of the guys posted on our Bee Club forum about some equipment he was getting rid of because he's got to move. So I got 4 new boxes. 2 of them are in great shape. I can use immediately. The other 2 need a little work, but I ought to be able to save them, make at least one good one out of them. Got a whole bunch of frames. Got 2 new screened bottom boards. I'm going to be installing these on both hives today. Something I had thought about, something I was going to do that saved me some money there. I'm really excited about that. So I do have the sugar syrup made up for the bees. This is 1-to-1, just sugar and water. I'm going to put that in both feeders. So I'm going to go light the smoker, suit up. I will talk as much as I can, but I really am going to try to keep it to a minimum. We're going to spend a good amount of time in the hives today. No airplanes, so no rush. Going to take our time, take a good look at everything. I'm going to try really hard to find both queens. We'll see if I'm able to pull it off before the bees get all upset and start asking me to leave. But that's where we stand. I'm going to go light the smoker, suit up, then we're going to go play with some bees. Alrighty, folks. Smoker's lit. Bees are busily minding their own business. We're about to ruin their day. There's a couple of quick shots of smoke, and then I'll back up for a few seconds, let them calm down. La, 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 la. And off comes the top. And off comes the cover. Oh no, I totally forgot my hive tool. I'll be right back. Had everything else set up, totally forgot my most important piece of kit. This is one of the empty frames. It is still an empty frame. They're doing a little bit of work on it, but haven't got much done. I didn't want to squish anybody, so I knocked them off. This is the last empty frame. And again, they're doing a little work. They don't have anything drawn out yet. Now we're getting into the frames that came with them. So this is going to be our first frame full of bees here. Oh boy, this is heavy. Heavy. This frame looks mostly empty. I'm seeing an awful lot of what looks like honey on this side. Hopefully you can see some of that. I got what looks like a queen cell building. I got a whole lot of pollen. I got a whole lot of uncapped honey. There we go. There we go. Okay. I still don't have a queen, but I've got larvae and capped brood. So there is definitely a laying queen in this box. Still haven't seen the queen, but like I said, there's larvae and what looks to be capped brood all on that frame. So I'm very happy to see that. Tell y'all what, it's hot in this suit. I hope the footage looks okay. I tried to zoom in on the bees, not my ugly mug. And this here is a frame slap full of capped brood and larvae, just everywhere. I still don't see the queen. This side too just looks like a bunch of capped brood. This is one of the frames that was sent. They're still working on drawing it out. Look at that beautiful, beautiful white comb. That is so clean and pretty. This is the last comb they came with. And I got more capped brood, uncapped honey. And And the same over here. I got to be very careful with this frame. It's not tied in very well. There's no foundation to it. And then these others are the other foundation frames I put in. And they're not doing anything on those yet. There's bees on them, but they're not doing anything on them yet. I'll go ahead and push all of these back together. Alright, that's got everything back in there. Now let's slide this top cover back on. Alright. And now before we do anything else, I'm going to go ahead and change this bottom. And I got the feeling this is really going to piss them off. Yeah, I was right. They were very unhappy about that. I'm going to go ahead and feed them. Cover their feeder. Put the protector box on. Telescoping cover back on. And we're going to call that a wrap. Alright, here we go, round 2. tanks. Give them a couple of seconds. Let everybody calm down. La 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 la. There we go. Ought to be long enough, and the top's coming off. Inner cover's coming off. And once again, I have forgotten my hive tool. Fifi, over here. Just like before, this is one of their empty frames. Bees on it. I don't see any wax. They're just hanging out, walking around, doing their thing. Next frame's the same way. Looks like there's plenty of bees on it. They're not up to anything yet. Same with this one. Plenty of bees on it. Not seeing anything bee built. Starting to see a few little things come up. I don't know if that's just dirty footprints or if they're working it, but we'll see. Now we're into the frames they came with. We should be seeing something now. Oh, nice big heavy frame. And I can't see a single thing in most of these cells. Not a single thing. I'm gonna hope they're eggs, but I can't see. Alright, I hope the camera can get this, because with the sun gone I can't see it very well, but there's some larvae in there. Looks like cat brood. So, looks good. Now this one here, I've got an awful lot of what looks like cat brood. It's in a bit of an odd pattern, but it's mostly full. There's a couple of cells of pollen in between. This side's got a lot of honey. I think I might have found the queen. I'm gonna nudge this little group a little bit here and see what I can find. No, they're just working on some honey. Feeding or whatever. Still no queen. Not that I can see anyway. Oh well. In the middle of that frame, there's a bee coming out of the cell. Right in the middle. I really, really hope this is on camera. I just saw her little face poke out of the cell. She's right square in the middle. Kind of on the right side. She's coming out. This is a very light frame, not much at all on it. It's like they're drawing out some comb. This is the last frame they came with here. And I've got a whole bunch of larvae and cap brood, for certain sure. Huh, I got the queen. Right there she is, big old green dot on her back. Right there she is. Man, I hope she's on camera, but I got her. She's there. I have seen her. Woohoo! We found her. We found her. That is fantastic. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I am so happy. Now we're going to close everything back up all nice and gentle like. Set this final frame back in where it was. We're going to slide this here lid on. And we're going to give them one more little puff here at the entrance. And now it's time to change that bottom board. So we're going to slide this over. Most of the way. I'm going to set the new bottom board in place. Pick up the box. And just move it right over. Hoping we didn't squish too many of the young ladies here. Oh, got one in the cover. I'm sorry, girl. Go ahead and take this out. Go ahead and slide it in right here. And y'all, as I was just putting this hive block in, this entrance block in, I'm sitting here watching. I've seen 3 or 4 bees come in with their back legs just full of pollen. So the girls have been out here working. They're doing their thing. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. I saw that queen. Everything's going well in both hives. It's wonderful. We'll go ahead and set up the food bucket now. Now, I've heard mixed reviews on this kind of food bucket. I've had some people say that it'll leak and drown out your bees. And man, I really hope that's not true or doesn't happen in this case, because it's all I got and I need to feed them. So I'm gonna hope. Hive's doing well right now. She's growing. Exactly what I want. Well, hopefully I did that right and I'm not drowning my bees. I'll come back and check it in a couple hours and see what's going on. Alright girls, there you go. You're fed, your cover's back on, you got your new bottom. Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, it was fun to be with you again. We'll see you next week.